good touch.
Yeah, no, I think that was pretty neat. Okay, is it like, am I like live or is it like the
Oh,
stream's not like pulling up?
here, let me.
Um, it's not like it's not like showing for me. Hold on. Let's see if I like got that wrong. Oh, I just refreshed it. I think
Oh,
it's
I see it.
hello?
It is there.
Hello? Will that actually show on my like chat thing? Yeah, okay. All right. I think I am alive. Wow.
And well.
This is so exciting. Well, that's debatable. But yeah, no, I think our top priority for sure needs to be with UI, because I feel like if we can literally just make our own UI and everything like that, then that opens the door to like, tons of different like, custom mechanics and, full on changes to the game that I think wouldn't be possible without some level of UI modding. Okay, my frame rate immediately dropped down hard. What the fuck? Okay, all right, we need to.
It's just
It's just been
it's
quirky.
just the build. Yeah.
Something funky wonky about this.
And honestly, because the little bit that I worked with the widgets in Unreal, I feel like it wouldn't be that hard, but yeah.
Right. No, I think Kadin's doing it by just like loading it through Kratos, so like it's not technically in the game almost, like it's a separate thing.
Yeah, theoretically, I think it should be more performant that way as well, just because it's being put on another thread.
Yeah, I can understand that, but at the same time, like, I would want it to be in game. I think that would be cool. I'm like obsessed with the idea of basically making it
I'll add a secret menu.
Of making it like our own proprietary version of the Isle, like fully. I would love to have like that level of design control over it. Although I know that would obviously take
that might be a lot of
work. Yeah. Hey, yeah. That's why we're doing the Kickstarter and all that, to actually fucking pay you guys for it. Because I mean, obviously, I wouldn't be having you guys do it for free. That would just be would be silly.
Sometimes, though, I just love doing it for the fun of the game. It's the love of the game that pushes me.
For the fun of the game, wouldn't you just, like, really love to design and implement a whole new zoning system from the ground up? Wouldn't that be super cool? Wouldn't that be really awesome?
I love the work.
Don't you like sound? Doesn't that sound awesome? Don't you just like the ring to that?
It tickles me fancy.
You should see the very important Apple Flies managerial website I sent you. All right, let me take a look at this. Let me take a peek. Take a gander.
Cursed. I've never seen anything more beautiful in my life.
It is cursed. It's awful. I mean, just look at the fog. It's not even like, it doesn't feel correct at all. God, I mean, who did this, really? And what were they thinking?
They should dock this guy's pay.
Wait, we're getting paid? Also, hi, Panzer. How's it going? Really with the frame. Very meaningful design. Yeah.
I am going to bounce, but I'll leave the stream open so that you can keep the views.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate it.
I'll give you some hearts in the chat. There you
go. All right. See you later, man.
All right. See you, dude.
Bye.
See you, chat.
Curse, I still need to understand why I switched the rest. It's true. I have not given all the lore for Apollo Files. I feel like I might have given you more preserved lore than Apollo Files lore, if I'm not mistaken. Because I gave you like a whole lore dump on that, and obviously that's completely changed since then. But yeah. Another question: once you use this website, but everyone's availability is down for calls. The whole False team will set your website if you like. You can put an S before. You just put down hand available these times and make you figure out all times are free. Okay, I'll look into that. Oh, there is something going on with my light bulb right now. Let me turn that off real quick. There we go. Alright, I'll look into that their website. So I feel comfortable explaining this part publicly, but Rust is actually that faction is present in the present day, in 2026, within the Appleflies world. So that's not a faction that will be super important during in the web series. In fact, I would be surprised if they made an appearance at all. But that design specifically is going to be one of 5 emblems for the 5 different like mercenary classes almost, or like categories. So there's Rust, which is basically your like entry level almost. I can turn Lumen on here because there's clearly a memory leak going on, so having higher quality settings is not going to affect that. Yeah, there's Rust, which is your like entry level guys. There's Bastion, which is the more dedicated military wing of the mercenaries. There's Frontier, which is where you have your like rangers and more like, you know, people comfortable out in the wild. You have Relay, which is that's going to be for all the lore nerds out there. Those will be like the operators and analysts, and like you'll have access to special tools to be able to find like hidden stuff around the map, like track stuff like that down. And then there's Vigil, which is one that I want to get a little bit weirder with story-wise. That one's been pretty fun to ride around. But yeah, Rust is just one of the 5, and they all work underneath a certain company that has been mentioned and shown prior. That has been that has gone through a bit of a retooling to fit the current lore. But yeah, this is all taking place in the current day. It's not really relevant to the Apollophile stuff, which is happening in the 90s and then ending around like the early 2000s. It's fine. I wanted to send to the team as well because I've already put my times down, or put the times down free. Okay, cool. It will do the same most likely. Yeah, no, the frame rate's getting a little yikes, fellas. Hoya. Would I know that pre-existing, ever-changing mother company prior to the stock? Yes, I probably that maybe. It's here. Let me just give me a second. Did I save this? I feel like I might have not saved this. I had a picture that I wanted to share. Here, let me check my screenshots folder. It's bound to be in there. Would it have been around this time? Okay, that's when I was doing some Apollophile work. Bit later. Alright, that's when I was working on Preserve. So that's, we might be a little bit past the point of when this was relevant. Gonna put that in the... Yeah, no, go for it, man. That's fine by me. You can, I think you can ping the producer role as well, because you have the project lead perms. Huzzah. Oh my god, where the fuck is it? Ugh. I know I saved the... Okay, I want to go earlier than this, because this is all preserve. And this is prior to preserve, I do believe. I'm wishing I hadn't deleted that channel, is what I'm now realizing. Okay, that's when I was doing a bunch of data mining. Okay, that's when I was doing, the tournament. That's when I played update 3. Okay, there's some, did I go too far back? I gone too far back. Cause that's, huh. Interesting. Okay, that's Sparrow. Okay. Those are the bingo cards. I feel like I've kind of gone a bit too far back, maybe. Oop, not you. After this, it's gotta be in here. Okay, I remember when that was happening. Huh. Okay. Uh-huh. Alright, there's more Apollophile stuff. I'm just letting you know, this folder has more than 70,000 images in it, so I'm going through as fast as I can. Okay, there's the neural UI. Okay, that's when I started messing in Unreal Engine. I think it was a little after this point, actually. Uh-huh. Had to be. Yeah, no, it had to be after here. That was when I had my color settings all fucked up. Wait. Chat. Chat. I might have found it. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that I got it. Yeah, okay. It's these. Aha. This was back in December of 2024. So, you know, it's a while ago. Yeah, Rust and all the others are connected to them. And they are, in particular, a very important faction post the ending of post the ending of the web series and into the actual like in server time frame, which is set in roughly 2026 or 2030 or you know that ballpark. That's also why all of the transmitter messages so far, speaking of which I need to do another one of those tonight, have been set in present day. Indeed, quite interesting. Intriguing, even. Oh. Oh. Wacha. Okay, whatever. Wacha. Oh, what the heck? I don't recognize this place. Hey. Hey, that's not cool. Wait a sec. Oh, that's not set up correctly. I feel like I recognize this place, but I just don't. You think you could insert a funny Gateway F5 reference? But my friend, the gateway is not the thing in Apple Flies. Apple Flies does not have the gate of way. That would be strange. That'd be peculiar. Hmm. I'm trying to think about what to do for the holy Jesus. There's some serious fog right here. I think this is Titan Lake. Yeah, we really gotta tone down the fog, man. I need to talk to Pretzel about that. It doesn't look quite right. I could probably do some funny reference for the next transmitter. A bit. Frame rate? Yeah, no, that's still dropping pretty bad. Feels so incredibly different yet so similar. Yeah, no, it's weird, man. I should try and I'm gonna try and do a little bit of a pull up NVIDIA over here. Let's go. Oh God, Jesus Christ. Let's let's not do that. Okay. Let's grab a color and some brightness and contrast. And let's start fiddling with these here values. Imagine I'm gonna. Okay, let's fix the color settings first, cause that's very weird. Yeah, we could just turn that off. I don't really need it. Temperature, we want it a bit cooler. Kick the vibrance down a tad. Oh my gosh, my cursor movement is so slow. Ugh. And I miss this map so much. But why? But why do you miss this map so much? Kick up the contrast a little bit. Turn the highlights down. Turn the shadows up. Crank that gamma way down. Okay, that's a good baseline. I mean, I'm mainly looking at the trees, because that's what, like, really is going to sell the feel. But honestly, I'm pretty limited in what I'm able to do here. Because it's so overwhelmingly orange. Yeah, this is definitely not correct. Okay, what if we go the other direction? You know, bump up the exposure a bit, tone down the contrast a lot, then turn the gamma like way down. Yeah. There's really not much we can do to fight the orange. Cause like this is what the game looks like normally. Holy shit. I just realized there's no stream music. Hold on. Let me help you. Let me get that pulled up. There we go. Music. I'm fighting the color grading, man. It's hard. Yeah, I'm trying to get the hues and stuff. Let's go around there. It's too much. It's too much, man. I feel like I just can't get it in the right range. Like the original you know, V3 colors that I'm looking at are just so much richer because the difference between the highs and lows is not nearly as extreme. Screenshots. Come on. You know, I'm gonna pull up the Isles. V3. Let's just pull this up here. Gosh, yeah, no, that is gonna be really hard to replicate. Actually, let me see if I can find that exact area of the map. Okay, let's change color profiles. Let's change color profiles real quick. Oh my god, the fog. Fuck. I think that's, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like follow this river. Looking for like a little lake with like some rocks jutting out of it. I want to try and capture the pose. I'm trying to reference it. Me when the sun. Holy fuck, man! It's too much. It's too much. Okay, like over here we got like these rocks. But I'm trying to find. I think it's like over towards like this end of the island, maybe. Yeah, no, this is not making the memory leak any better. Holy shit, my frames. Pretzel. Pretzel. We need optimization, Pretzel. Pretzel, what happened? My frames. Good God. Good God, the frames, Pretzel. Pretzel, my frames. Holy. Okay. And this goes down here. I spent so much time at this singular pond in Legacy. Well, let's see if they have the lake up here. Hold on. Yep. There it is. You can run down this beach and stare off into literally nowhere. What are you looking for specifically? Here, let me... Hiya. Let me open you up. looking for this area. I feel like I've definitely been there before. I just don't quite know. Oh my god, weird. Holy. Let me go. Give me my frames back. Oh, you're way off? Yeah, no, I was just looking over at the coast. I know it's not over there. I'm in the ravine now. Yeah. Dude, my frames have dropped down to like the 20s. It's bad, man. It's bad. I think I need to like full relog and like clear my cache because this is yikes. I'm pretty sure that area is on the map near water. Oh, that was from Light Claw. Okay. Is it like... It's not up here, is it? No. Oh, I know where this is. Okay. And like just down here, we got big vast jungles. Then over there's a port, obviously. It's on a map near water. Okay, okay. I think that really narrows it down. Okay, why am I not just checking on here, Volnona? Let's just pull this up and see. It might be on here. Let's see. Aha! I found it! Okay, so we're just gonna head over towards Titan. And then, go over here. Oh. Yikes. Now, the water might not actually be in place yet, but... Great googly moogly, this is painful. Is it up at the top here? No, because this is dump. And dump goes down. Oh, man, the sun. Calm it down a little, pretzel. Holy shit. Okay, we're gonna do just really quickly. Oh, I've frozen my character. Let me out. Let me out. Teleport. Let's just go to noon. Don't really care about the... Okay, well. There we go. Okay. Sweet. Let's continue the hunt. Does this not have the rocks in yet? So it should be around here. If I'm not mistaken. Where the fuck is this? Spirit Pond? Nope. That be the swamp. Okay, no, I need to go back up here towards the fork again. And let's try this trick. Because this leads down to the hole. Yeah, there's the hole. Oh, I feel like I'm getting close. I can feel it. That's a big rock. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Wait a minute. Give me your money. Ah. Okay, whatever. This is gonna have to be, like, good enough. Not 100% sure, but it might be near the world's bumhole. Yeah, no, there's no Titan, like, skeleton yet. There are quite a few models missing, like rocks and such. But this is all obviously in QA at the moment, so it's not really expecting it to be, you know, the peak of all peak. I like these. Okay, I need to just, like, find another spot. Okay, here's Donut. I mean, we love Donut. Okay, let's... Holy shit. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm getting 12 frames. Send help. There's the quote-unquote dome. It's, as you can probably tell, not perfect. Okay, I just need to find a screenshot. That's part of the canyon. Should be, over here on this side. Oh, there's no pipes here. Oh, well. He hasn't gotten those in yet. Okay, well, down here, this is a spot. Let's see if I can grab a screenshot of it. Actually, no. I should head further down towards the yeah, the waterfalls over here. It's missing its rocks, but you know, oh well. It's mostly the same. And here I have a comparison image to use. There we go. It's gonna be like nigh on impossible to replicate this lighting, isn't it? It's gonna be... Oh boy! Yep. I think I ever played V3. I left in the V2, rejoined during Gateway. I played from... I definitely remember playing early versions of V3 with the Redwoods. But I do not remember... Yeah, no, I played on Redwoods. I don't think I played much further past that point. I remember progression was still a thing. I know survival was just, like, being rolled out. Like, I know it was out on Rex. I don't think I really played it much, though. And then I left, and then I rejoined around when Evrima was in, like, early development. Because I lost my computer. Okay, this is gonna be a little difficult. Yeah, you met me in Stress... Well, okay, we had met before that point. But I think I kept frequently changing my name around that time, so there was, like, no way that you would have remembered me. Okay. This is... This is, Okay, okay. Surely this is gonna work. Yeah, your existence in your current state had not yet formed. Indeed. I wasn't even known as the wall of text guy. I mean, I still sent walls of text, but it wasn't until, like, months later that I became renowned for it, you know? Okay. This is, yeah, okay. Okay. Let's, Ooh. I don't even really know where to begin. They're just so completely different. Like, this is just so soft and nice to look at. I don't know what to do. Getting thinged from posting a bad Steam forum post was, yeah. Oh no, that really gave me a chance to get familiar with the community outside of the community without being like, you know, I wasn't like held back by Isle Cord at all. This is not gonna work. Okay, I need to like make those mountains like clearly visible, which is gonna be kind of hard. In fact, I don't think it's possible. Okay. It's perfect. First of all, by the way, I love the wind. Just like having a little bit of movement does help a lot. Boom. 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 This is like I'm fighting an unwinnable battle. This is not possible. This is not gonna happen. Hello, Jack. How's it going? They really turned the game into super happy fun land. Yeah. Okay. Let's I'm gonna turn off the tent. Actually, I'm gonna turn back on the tent because we kind of need it. Whoa. What the fuck am I supposed to do here? I can't work my magic. In the fog. Okay, please ignore the frame rate. It's probably caused by like the overlay and such. Yeah, no, I think I just gotta. This is what the game looks like by default. Oh my god. Like, this is a little better. I think I'll just stick with this. You gotta believe. Maybe with like really aggressive reshade, I could get somewhere. But I need to like hijack the I think I might be able to affect the rendering pipeline in reshade, but at that point I might as well just like fucking drag Kadin or Wes into this call and then like get them to change it a bit. Because it doesn't look anything like it. That's did a good job on making the Sparrow vibes. My bad. Ugh. This ain't the Owl Man. It looks like it belongs to the Teletubbies. Hey, that's uncalled for. I think this is up to the Great Falls or whatever. Oh, mud. Blip, blip, blip. It's run by the Teletubbies at 24 frames per second. My GPU is only at 30% utilization. This is just something very wrong here. Look, I don't want to bash it too hard. It is very impressive that he was able to port everything into the game and get all of the things like the cliffs and such to render so well. Like, I mean, obviously it's jank because the materials didn't port cleanly, but like this is kind of impressive to be able to port all of it exactly as it was originally. Like, that's pretty sick. Oh. Okay, what is seeing, like, the extreme usage here? Oh. Son? What just happened? What just happened? Why is my vision fading? What the fuck? Get in here. Thank you, exposure. You know what else is impressive? The fact that I managed to get the sun so much closer to without us all burning alive, yeah. Okay, I kind of expected to latch onto something there. Come on. Here we go. The gods were unhappy. They Pretzel was unhappy. He sicked darkness upon me. So is a river difficult to do in Thenia compared to V3? I'm assuming this is V. Yeah, this is V3. No, it's more like they've been spending a lot of time going through and doing stuff like, my frames, let me go, let me out of here. I have to show you one of the water sources. Like going through and manually like flattening out the terrain around it. That way it can be a completely flat water source. Because we still can't do angles at all. So like where this would have like flowed cleanly into it, it is unfortunately stuck being only flat. Fortunately, that means there are no longer any sections where the water flows uphill. So there's that. Apollo is one of the sun gods, I suppose. Sure. The leg of misery. Yes. Get up here. Yeah. Yeah, no, this obviously needs a fair bit of work. Wow, look at all this food. Do you have home in this playlist? Probably. I think I have one of his tracks in here. This one is Space 2 from Dorian Concept, though. The dome. The aviary. The atrium, if you will. And boy, will I. Do I hear the cannibal? No, I don't hear the cannibals. So sad. Fuck ass building. What the hell is this? What in the untextured hell is this? Okay, now that's just excessive. An atrium! Atrium! Let me out! Let me... Give me my frames back! Give them back! Give me back my frames! Oh hey, I can recreate that screenshot that was shared in yeah. I can recreate that screenshot now. The, you know, the beaches then versus beaches now. That one. Unfortunately, this sand is not three-dimensional. Oh, that screenshot? Yeah. It's as if the sun is screaming as it streams itself to burn brighter. The world of the Isle lost a lot of happiness when they switched from the ugly scientist houses on A001 to the placeholder gray blobs. It was honestly all downhill from there. I'm gonna launch. Okay, well, you're no fun. Like, you can still slide, but, there be no, no slowdowns. Kadin said we can also, like, adjust those values to make it, like, less aggressive, but still present. Oh my god, I tripped. Bird should be rather happy about that. Okay, my god. Look at me go. It's a skin so good it made me want to add him to the server. Dude, it's pretty similar to your usual AFK crow spot. I don't think you could get up here. Oh shit. Oh shit! What's that down there? My 8th grade correspond is that south? Is that the very top of the mountain? Oh, interesting. Yeah, no, we really gotta spend some time both, you know, fixing the memory leak, which if I'm not mistaken, it's probably caused by, here, let me turn this on real quick. Not the particle scent, the radial scent. Yeah, this. There we go. The overlay that is currently causing this. That might be causing some performance issues. Oh god, I'm sliding all the way down. Want to go there? It's fine. I'm comfortable sharing it. All right, all right. Let's head on over. Before I lose all of my remaining frames and the game just implodes. The slideshow. Go to the spot where the two rivers at south start. Like up here? Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me out. Wait now, this is Great Falls. Isn't it? Yeah, I think this is Great Falls. Oopsie. Oopsie days. Hi, big rock. Oh. So pretty. Above that mountain. Oh, like up here? I could see how you could get up here and up this, like, slope pretty easily. Get up here. Uh-huh. You just fall along up here and then... like exactly here. Oh boy. I'm gonna check really quick what my CPU utilization's looking like, because I'm curious, you know. Just wanna. Oh my god! What do you mean? Oh. Oh. That's I have never seen that before. It's maxing out like 3 of my cores. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. What? It's also currently very stable in using... Why did my memory speeds go down? They dropped down to 3,600 megatransfers. And they're currently... Oh my god, this thing is eating 40 gigabytes. My God. Huh? Oh, wow. Yeah, my GPU's cruising at an even, like, 20% utilization. It's barely feeling a thing. And then my memory over here is just fucking maxed. 40 gigabytes is what I have allocated to Steam applications. Holy God. It needs help. Look at him. Look at his face. He needs help. God, I wish Omniraptor looked this cool. Look at those lips. Look at the spikes. Look at the like proportions on the head and the neck. God, he really is just like the perfected version of Omniraptor. Yeah. Anyways, my lord, I need to. No, I love this pattern, dude. No, okay, look, I saw this pattern in the other one, and I immediately went, okay, you know what? I need to add him to the server. And so, I did. There he is. He's sticking around. He dives. He slides. He hits his stride. Whoa. 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 I'll catch this. Oh, fuck. Ow. Youch. Look at him go. Bet I could run up this slope. Yep. Explain that, Isle. Boom, boom. God, coming down the hill, just get a drink as a juvenile. Giga was such a fan. Yeah, no. I kind of love that feeling though. The feeling of needing to be extremely careful when going to, you know, literally anywhere out in the open. Like the feeling. I remember playing Herrera, like in this exact area. That's crazy. I remember playing in like a swarm of like 10 Herreras and just like running around. With this skin too. That feels weird. Constant paranoia is what makes the game fun. Yeah, it just feels like I don't really get that same feeling anymore with the Evrima. To be fair, I think that's also down to like a general lack of investment in a lot of the creatures that I'm playing as. Like, I genuinely don't care a lot of the time if I die. It's usually just a, whatever. Like, it is what it is sort of reaction. I was talking to Kadin about this, but I love the, this is a nice rock. I like the texture on this rock. I know it's probably bugged, and that's why it's so dark, but I like the texture on that rock. Yeah, no, I want to hopefully reinforce the paranoia you feel as a juvie going out in the open, going near water. Because you're just slower and fatter and stupider than everything else around you. Okay, I'm going to heal, and then I'm going to relog. like fully close out of Kratos client, close out all that, and see if my memory utilization goes down a bit. Because it's kind of hard to enjoy the map when it's eating away at my frames so hard. Alright. Safe log. Go. In the meantime, let us have a look at her beautiful size chart. I ended up shrinking Quetz down just a smidgen because he was a little oversized. Yeah. I'm really happy with how all these weights and sizes turned out. Honestly, I just don't see any that I would even like think need to be changed. Like maybe I mean, this is more like waiting for a future edition, but I'd love to have something to plug the gap between Baryonyx and Allosaurus, like Magyarosaurus. Would be great to have between the two of those. It'd be nice to have something between Carnotaurus and Maiasaura, maybe? I don't know, I don't think there's really anything on the roster that would go there. Like, aisle-wise. Okay, let's close out a Kratos as well. Yep. Don't save. Is that where you're putting Suko? Oh, good point, good point. Suko... How big is Suko, actually? Like real-world Suko? Hold on. Suko Mimus weight. And then I should look on this photo here. Okay. No, that actually lines up pretty... Actually, no, never mind. Yikes. Yikes, man. That's a bit rough. Legacy Suko is 3.6. That would be good. It would be good if he was, but no, he's actually like 5 to 7. Like recent studies put him pretty confidently above 5 tons, which is ooh, that's a bit much. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna need to shrink him a little bit. I could probably put him around. Let me just look for gaps on here. We could throw him in. Oh no, the gap's already kind of been plugged. Like doing 3.1 to 3.6 maybe. Or I guess no, that would be 3.3 to 3.6. Yeah. No, it's like around the exact same weight as Maiasaura, but like that does. No, I'd have to go a little bit smaller to actually comfortably plug a gap. I wish we had like Platyosaurus or something. I know that sounds stupid, but here, let's see. Platyosaurus was around. That's not a very good That's not super helpful. Thank you, Wikipedia. That's not really. Huh. Okay, yeah, whatever. Platyo, I would be able to pretty comfortably put him around in between Carno and Maya. But like, again, Platyo's gone. he got canned. That ain't happening. Let me think. I think. Puzzling. Puzzling. Quite curious. Quite curious. I would love if we had Pachyrhinosaurus, because that would feel very comfortable in this size range, and that would kind of round it out a lot. Pachyrhinosaurus. How big are you again? Pachyrhinosaurus. Okay. Around 4 tons. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I could probably bump them up a little bit larger than that again. Like going from like 4.1 to 4.5. Like 4.1 to 4.6 even. Like filling in between Stego and Para. That could work. Actually, let me see if I have a spare Pachyrhinosaurus sitting around somewhere. Boom, boom. It's gotta be in here somewhere. Did I put in the music folder? Why the fuck would I do that? What am I thinking? Where the fuck? Okay, is it in here? Probably. Pachyrhinosaurus? Or which one are you? Is this a new or an old one? Should have it in here, I believe. This is old. Look away. Look away. It looks bad. It looks bad. Ignore it. It is unloved, as it should be. I wish we could communicate with bears. Sorry, domesticate with bears. I want to drive a bear. It'd be way cooler than a car. Sorry, I misunderstood you there. Okay, yeah, I do have a rhino. Let's see how it aged. Not terribly. I think, yeah, I can just pull this one directly. Hudding. By the way, this is what I would love if Isle Triceratops looked like. Unbiased, of course. This is why I need more trees. Let's just throw them in here. Oh boy. Like, could you imagine though? Let's bump him up in scale a bit. Not that big. I would scale him accurately, but I don't know where that would land. Let's see, right between Stego Para? No. Okay. It's but imagine how cool it would be. Iguanodon invented giving thumbs up. But alas, such is not the timeline we live in. What we're doing is copyright infringement? No. No. I'm the one who made the copyright. It's mine. You can't have it. Actually, but I can have it. I can use it. Talking about the iguanodon thing? Oh. If only we had Pachyrhinosaurus. God. Ugh. I need him. He would need like 200 animations to work. So happy I got to confuse it with your nose. Yeah, why did they remove it? Because they because they right, so basically they I did not mean to do that. They because too many playables. They had to and he and Pachyrhino was the because like compared to Rugops, he just doesn't really add anything, you know. Yeah. Right. Because we would be deprived of something very important had we lost Rugops. Packy Rhino, on the other hand, he's worthless. He couldn't he I mean, other than like the fractures and being a big ceratopsian and potentially doing a lot of interesting things with his design, and it's and filling in the large herbivore gap between Diablo and Triceratops. He really really doesn't add anything. He really doesn't contribute much. Like, look at him. Fraud watch anyone? Yeah. 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 Let me go. Yeah. Let me just fix that real quick and keep the real one around. Yeah. Yeah. Right. And like, of course, we gotta have Suchomimus in the game. We gotta have Suchomimus in the game. He swallows fish. We gotta. I mean, yeah. What do we do? What do we do without Suchomimus or Rugops or Monolophosaurus or Homolocephaly or Protoceratops? Am I right? The game wouldn't be the same without him. But Packy Rhino, we could do without. We could do without that one. Yeah. Really, it's a net win to win to yeah. I'm not like sad about it or anything. It'd be if you it's something in the air, it's weird. Yeah, let's get back into let's boot up the Kratos launcher again. Let's get this guy pulled up. All right. Let's get him up. Get in the game. Get in the game. Yeah. And it's really great that we have Diabloceratops instead of Styracosaurus, who's my favorite ceratopsian of all time. Because right, we're not really missing much. You guys feel me? Yeah. I'm gonna shrink the chat a little bit. I feel like it's taking up a little bit too much of the screen. There. Now you guys are smaller. How does that make you feel? But you guys can barely contain yourselves. Let's increase it here a little bit. Agardini, man, I don't need anything. I don't even need Packy Rhinosaurus. Right? Alright? Yeah, right. Let's just get back into the game, stop talking about, stupid stuff like that. Yeah. Let's get back in here, Yeah. Let's just get back into V3. That's what I'm saying. Man. Yeah. One says the death of Oreo. Who's Oreo? Also, why am I not loading into the game? Isle? The Isle. You, still there? Hey, buddy. Come on. Wanna... Oh, Oro. Yeah. Who gives a shit, by the way? Like, just wanted to check. You're too sad. The game senses that require you to process. The game senses that I need time. But I don't. What I need is to join. Come on. ILV3. I need to get in there. Oh. Alright. It actually worked this time. Oh, much better. Muy better. I'm getting 90 FPS. Genuinely went, no! Because what you need to do is hit the gym. I'm not really a big fan of the gym. I like going for walks. I'm hoping this high FPS stays a bit. Feels nice. There's a gym hidden where somewhere around 3... No. There's a... You know what? Never mind. I love these rocks, by the way. They look really sick. Hacker, we need your hypos on the size chart. But that would be inaccurate because the size chart does not, or Apollo Files is not going to have hypos. Hypoendocrine. Excuse you. Buddy. Come on. I mean, I could, I might add the strains once they become a thing, but they're probably going to be around the same size as an elder, if not, you know, just a bit smaller, a bit bigger, depending on the strain. Or I guess depending on the playable. Yeah. I know we still call them hypo, even though they're hyper. Yeah, I'm not going to add hypers either. There might be some that resemble hyperendocrine, but there will not be any directly hyperendocrine specimens. Because that's not a thing. Them trees do be moving. Oh. Just on a little... Oh, that's gonna catch someone right there. Wasn't Hyperspinal like 20 tons or something ridiculous in Legacy? Yeah. Yeah. Fucking sauropod sized. I guess Evrima isn't as insane now. I mean, I kind of have no idea how insane Evrima strains are going to be. I mean, look at Hyper Rex. I feel like that's going to be pretty insane. Let's see if I can climb to the tops of these trees. Dude, calm down. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh. It was all according to plan? I mean, Legacy Rex was 6 tons, and Evrima now it's 12 tons, so 20-ton hypo isn't really that crazy. It's true. It's true. These trees are shaking a bit much, ain't they? Yep. Come back, Branch. I need to sit on you. Thank you. I mean, it looks cool from the ground. It needs some work, but I think this is part of UDS, if I'm not mistaken. Like it tries to wave the foliage and such. And such and such. It doesn't more than triple in size. More like double its size, yeah. I like that more, though. Legacy, Hyper was literally Godzilla. It might be more of a Prime equivalent. I could say with certainty on my server, strains are going to be more sort of regular and expected occurrence and will be balanced as such. Like, they'll still be, you know, freaks of nature, but they'll be more freaks of nature that you can kill. Unless it's a really big and slow one, in which case you won't be able to kill it, but, you know, it'll be there. Alright. Alright. I'm full on stam. Let's go. Oh, shit. Perfect. Neurospino's your favorite? True. I'm a really big fan of Neuro Rex because it's like it's so simple yet so, you know, freaky. Although of Tapwing's concepts, Neurodilo, Tisso Giga, and Neurocarno stick out as favorites. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me through! There we go. Said Tree is trying to shake you off with the other words, so YouTube thought it was something else. Oh boy. YouTube was not fond of your word choice. What is it? There we go. Oh, I'm screen sharing. Oh, let's turn that off. That'll probably save me some memory bandwidth. I feel like with a slight redesign, Neurospino could have actually peaked. True. Oh dear. Seems we got some climbing ahead of us. Up the big waterfall. Oh, this is where we are. I see. I see. I got some fond memories from this area. I remember playing Aloe and ambushing people as they came down the slope. It was pretty sick. I feel like I haven't really gotten any experiences like that in Evrima. I mean, no, that's not true. I've had a few. Just none that really stick out in my mind as clearly as that. God, my man's really climbing up that sheer cliff. You go, dude. Come on. You can do it. Why aren't you stopping? I prowl through the grass. Okay. It's all, full stealth mode, Herrera. He blends into the grass so seamlessly. I'm petitioning for them to swap out the grass, by the way. I would like different grass. Solid snake. Except I'm not a snake. I'm a Herrera. It's not that the animation doesn't work, it's just that it shouldn't work. Okay, let's move at a more normal pace. Solid dino. I got the Metal Gear Solid Trilogy collection on Switch 2. And gotta say, it's pretty cool. I mean, I thought it'd be kind of shitty playing them since they were so old, but they're not bad. It's kind of funny to see how the Herrera galloping towards you on the ground, though. On all fours, just fucking sprinting. You can see the dome over there. Yeah, I've been maintaining a far higher FPS this time around, and that's been it's been pretty nice. Not subjecting myself to a memory leak. Metal Gear Revengeance, sorry, my bad, is peak fiction. Perchance. Should I risk opening the menu and clicking heal to regen stamina? Because that might be what caused the memory leak originally. Saying I should do it normal? Oh well. I suppose I'll subject myself a little bit longer. Start spamming buttons in the menu. True. Is this like the original concept art they had for this Herrera? It doesn't feel like the actual model for it, you know? Feels different. 90%. I'm a prime elder. Isn't that neat? Isn't that neat? If I entomb, I am losing this thing. Most certainly. Yes, this is the Legacy Herrera skin. It's the skin so good that I just had to add it to my server. So. It made me come around on Herrera entirely. Come on, stamina. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna subject myself to a bit of trotting. I feel like its trot doesn't look bad. It's just this run that's kind of iffy. God, this skin is so good. Like, insanely good. I'm not gaining water. Trot is great, the run and trash, yeah. Yeah, my water's not going up. How weird. Oh, that would explain it. Yep. Yep, that'd do it. Oh, yeah, there goes the ping. No! Let me in. Let me in. Sigh. It might just be restarting. What time is it? I'm at 12. That'd be a weird time to restart. I've seen the slowed down version of the run animation. It's not terrible. They just sped it up too much. See, it's really funny that you say that because I'm probably going to have to speed it up even more. I'm so sorry. Just to make it viable. You understand. It's weird. There are some animations that look like they've been slowed down and some that look like they've been sped up. Come on. Will you let me in? Will you? Just this once. Let me inside. No! No! Fuck! Maybe make it slightly upscaled so you don't have to. True. That could work. But ultimately, like, it's gonna be around, you know, this size, which is around what it's at right now. So I could make it bigger. I could, to be fair, I could make it bigger. But, like, I don't know, fucking head scratching right now. I'm surprised it's still displaying. Make it bigger to slow it down. The problem with this is make the animation before and balance later, and you can tell the dinos speed up runs it. Just small size consistency sacrifice for it to look good. I don't know, man. I don't know. If I make it too big, then it might just feel like, you know, it's in the same range as the other small guys. And, like, I don't... Because, like, again, then it dive bombing something like Tenno would look like it would just kill it. And I don't really want to do that, because then the Tenno doesn't really have a chance to fight back if it gets jumped on from a tree. Like, I feel like it just doesn't have many good options there. You know? Like, if I make it too big, then it risks being a massive problem balance-wise. If I make it too small, then it's going to look really, really stupid, and also it'll look like it's just not worth anything at all, and, like, why bother killing it and why bother playing as it? I mean, I could, Okay, what if I just, like... No, if I decrease its damage, it's gonna feel fucking lame. I'm definitely gonna decrease its damage, but I mean, like... I'm not gonna decrease it that much, you know? Like, it'll predominantly be ambushing, like, juvies and stuff. And, like, laying out a corpse and waiting for stuff to come by and, you know, being tree dino. Because I think tree dino is cool. Actual dino is lame as shit. And besides, it has a very low resource cost, so it's not that bad. And I can just disable its ability to climb on rocks and terrain and lock it to just being able to climb up trees. And that would make it so much healthier. Make it an effective scavenger, you know, able to eat like bones and shit and rotten corpses and all that. And maybe not rotten corpses, but, you know, eat a corpse all the way. I don't know. I feel like a bigger, slower Herrera that doesn't do much more damage is fine. Speaking of dinos, something I just shot of, couldn't you have just made it a relatively tiny crocodile species as an ambient AI? That's, honestly, I don't hate that, actually. Huh. Could swap around its model and morph a little bit. Swap out its skin. Have it just kind of swim around. Like, it wouldn't really need to do much. As long as we could prevent it from swimming around in the sky. And it could just, like, exist in the water. And, like, if something comes by, it just fucking bolts off into the... into the water, away from everything. And then, like, if you spend too much time swimming in there, then maybe it could try and attack you. And I could put it around, like 700 kilograms, you know? If you're any bigger than that, it runs away. If you're smaller than that, it runs up to kill you. Maybe. Be good for aquatic food. But the thing is, I don't really want to give too much food. You know? I don't want to make food too easy to get. Let me in! Whatever, let's just look at skins. Something to do. Wow, I just shot up to 1,000 FPS. Okay. Okay, guys, whoa. Stop. Whew. Alright. Little shitter Carno here. God, he really does need lips. Especially Juvie. Good God, Juvie Carno needs lips. Look at him! He needs help. Yeah. Really do like the new default Karna skin. It's quite nice. Oh, I should switch over to small pattern variation. God, this is such a good skin. Ooh, this is nice. Does this apply to both pattern 2 as well? Yeah, it does. Cool. This is a neat palette. It's pretty cool. Get me out of here. Very neat. He needs some help with his jaw situation though. It's big, yikes. Something fucked up with this guy's jaw. Something fucked up there. Can he not close his mouth fully? Oh my god, he can't. Wait, that's kind of sad. Oh man. He's got a lisp. Leave him alone. True. What's the secondary again? Oh, yeah. That's pretty sweet. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's go pattern 3. Wait, there's a pattern 4 now? Oh. That's neat. It's a very smooth gradient with this one. Looks kind of low res though. I understand they're probably testing out the very soft natural fading, but it ends up looking kind of smeary, kind of blurry. Could probably mess with that a little bit. I mean, it does. Okay, it does have a certain look to it. I do like that. Another Dondi stream. It's true. It's true. I would have been playing V3 right now, but unfortunately the server appears to be down, so instead I'm just looking at this fuck-ass Allosaurus. How goes the stream? It goes okay. It goes alright, I suppose. Yeah, I do like that secondary pattern. That's pretty good. Ear blast! Ah! Get me out of here. Okay. We're free. V3 on Evrima, yes. Whoever made the word lisp is evil, using every letter of the word they can't say. That's fucked up, yeah. It's true. Okay, there we go. What's their secondary pattern? Alright, that's pretty good. Pattern 2. I remember really liking pattern... Yeah, pattern 3 is good. Peak, pattern 3. Sick. Pattern 4. Awesome. I love this skin. Probably one of the best skins in the game. And then, of course, you have, you know, definitely one of the best skins in the game. No secondary skin, though. How much longer do you plan on streaming? I don't know, like, if the server doesn't come back up, for probably like another, like, 10 minutes. Because I wanna work on some other stuff. I gotta get working on, oh god, where is it? There we go. I gotta get working on this again. I need to expand out to other growth stages, and I've been talking about potentially reprogramming the growth system, which would be a lot of work, don't get me wrong. But I think it could have some long-term benefits. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Get me out of here, get me out of here. Yikes. Looks like a well-made stat sheet. It's not. It's really not. I could do so much better. That's why I'm probably gonna remake it. Like it functions, don't get me wrong, but it's just kind of a mess to look at, you know? It's like how the word for fear of big words is... What the fuck? Hippo monstro esquip hidaliophobia. What? That's just cruel. This secondary pattern kind of sucks. Yeah. Yeah, default's way better. Alright, pattern 2. Not really a big pattern 2 guy myself. Pattern 3's okay. Now pattern 4. Now we're talking. Now we got ourselves a good skin on our hands, is what this is. I love him. I love him so. I love him so much. It's just so peak. And then pattern 5 is like, okay, I guess. I mean, it's fine. This one in particular does look very low res, like looking at its mouth and stuff. Quite strange, quite peculiar. For what? What's a Dr. Evil for those words? No, I didn't. Measure if the average word is as complex as that. Spamming the randomize button is like watching a chameleon change colors. Yeah. It's kind of neat. Does this one have a secondary color? No, it doesn't. Oh, okay. They were testing out with like the smoother gradients and okay, I see what they were doing. Again, I feel like these got to be like a little higher resolution, even if you're testing like the blending or the blending. Okay. Oh my god! Oh my god! Get me out of here! 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 Okay, Triceratops. Hello. You're so ugly and fat and stupid looking. Good god. Get some help, buddy. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, who looked at you and thought you were okay? You should have been taken care of at birth. God, he is rancid. Look at that little fucking bump on his back. The, like, weird disproportionate bit with, like, the arms and the legs. The whole body proportions are just kind of fucked up. The tail looks weird. look at the like weird extreme hyper overbite right here. And then you got like the weird neck sag. And the frill doesn't even like scale properly. And like, look at that neck. Good God. What the fuck is wrong with you, buddy? You need help. You need a doctor to put him out of his misery. Christ. Ugh. Yuck. Gross. And God, his adults even were. Look, it's like they broke his spine. What the fuck happened to you, buddy? Good God. And the overbite's still terrible. And the weird neck folding. It looks like he just kind of squished his head a bit. Like, the proportions are just, like, way off. Like, what the fuck? Like, the tail and, like, the body and the weird frog leg thing it has going on. Oh, my God. This is the worst model in the game, and I will stand by that. This thing is fucking horrific. You know, I feel like the Evrima's baby models aren't as good as Legacy's. That's just because they're using the adult normal maps and they're forced to make accommodations for the adult model, you know, with the mesh and the mesh warping. Like, I'm sure if they could or if they set up like unique models for them, they would look better. And I mean, we know they do because we've seen the baby models that they start with, like as a morph target. Like, they look way better than the ones that we have in game. Same with the elders. The elders really need their own unique normal maps, which I know there is definitely a way to fade between different normal maps in UE5. Like, I've done it before, so it's a little surprising that they haven't corrected for that yet. I guess it's just not been a priority, but still. Yeah, Evrima trick is weird. No, Legacy trick is weird too. This thing has always been a freak. This thing needs help. The fear of palindromes, words spelled the same way backwards, is ibophobia, which is a palindrome. That's fucked up. Okay, pattern 2, bad, terrible. Pattern 3, bad, terrible. Pattern 4, all right, now we're getting somewhere, but it's too low resolution. Again, it looks like the texture hasn't loaded correctly. Like, it's a good skin. It's like a good baseline for a skin. But like, it's just the resolution is just so bad. No secondary color. Pattern 5. All right, now this is unquestionably the best trike model. Oh my God, just look at it. Like, this guy, oof. This guy's pretty. Never mind. We have a better one. God damn. They fucking... Someone cooked here. God, it even has good colors. That's sick. No secondary color, but it's fine. Gear blast! Stego, go! Now, I know they updated the elder skin, or the adult skin here, but honestly, I'm not really a big fan of it. It just feels too... I don't know. It's too something. Oh, this guy has 3 color variations? Alright, second color variation, that one's pretty good. Third. The blue doesn't look bad, I'll admit. I've seen worse blues, and at least it's not the marketing's color. Alright, pattern 2. Okay. About the same to DH. Pattern 3 is really messy. Vibe with the female, but male stego is always male. Yeah. Did I say model? Oh, whoops. I meant skin. Me brain not wiki right now. It's been kind of bad. Me no string sentence correct sentence together correctly. It bad. frowny face. Good skin. Skin good. Skin good. Skin good. Weird layering on skin less good. Still okay. Still okay. Try male? Male good. Male good. Smile. Smile. Thumbs up. Yes, yes. Oh yeah, that's a good skin right there. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good. That's some good skins. Great movie, yes, indeed. I'm a big Project Hail Mary fan. So done cooked with 1 trike and 1 Stega skin. Oh, you mean Dawn? Nah, Dawn didn't do any of this. What are you talking about? Although I guess they did a rework of the skin system, that's pretty cool. Okay, V3, are you here? Please? I mean, it didn't show the ping, so I think that's a bad omen. It's definitely a bad omen. It should not be taking this long to load. Yeah, okay. Methinks. Yeah. Okay, let's look at some more skins, guys. I know Packy got a new skin too, so I'm itching to take a look at that. I feel like Stega is the one playable where I see females pretty often, and I think it's mostly due to the model differences. It's true. Yeah. Okay, come on. Hurry up. Get out of here. Oh. Guess I'll go claws. The new default skin looks okay. Suppose. Yeah, it's alright. Let's see what the secondary is. The secondary is kind of neat. Ooh, he's got 5 patterns? Alright. No. This is better than pattern 2, but it's just kind of doing too much, you know? Pattern 4. Ooh. Alright. Ooh. Just noticed I have a hole in the back of my sweatpants. Oh, yeah. An accessibility hole. I get you. Curious to see what the new juvenile and subadult morphs for the new Gigo model will look like. Yeah. Oh no, this skin is. Ooh. It's kind of. Whew. Okay, that's the. Interesting. Ooh, someone cooked here. I think this one is a reference to the old skin from Legacy, which is, I respect it. Alright, what's pattern 5 gotta be? Ooh, that one's kind of neat. Alright. That looks very clean. This is definitely a Legacy skin. I can't pin exactly the time frame, but this is 100% Legacy skin. It just has that vibe to it, you know? Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. Hacker gonna pretend that he didn't just make that. What comment? Stop. I don't think there's any new ones for Maya. They changed the colors though, and the colors do look very nice on this one now. Sweet. Okay. No. I know they upgraded his texture, and boy howdy, did they. The actual like skin still looks muddy like the old one. I noticed. Yeah. I don't know if that's something to do with like the material that they're using on Diablo, but he looks kind of like crusty, almost. Like, the normal map is a bit too pronounced, if that makes sense. Alright, that's pretty good. Not bad. No new patterns, okay. Ugh, it snapped me out of my speech writing focus. I feel like everything I enjoyed shifted in direction. I didn't enjoy when Gateway was about to drop. I felt like I was living in an alternate universe. Oh, I feel like everything I enjoyed shifted in a direction I didn't enjoy when Gateway was about to drop. I felt like I was living in an alternate universe. Interesting. Ah! I could stop. I could stop. Free me. Free me. Oh god. Tyrannosaurus. No, we already looked at Tyrannosaurus. Omniraptor. Get in here. Whew. I don't know. It feels like they've been improving in some ways and taking a few steps back in others. Like, I enjoy the thought and intent behind the stamina changes. It just took a while for it to actually be like a good thing, you know? The balance changes I feel like have been universally not great. The game just doesn't feel nearly as good to fight in as it did back then. But the new map, the new direction with the visuals, and Unreal Engine 5 in general, I feel like that's been hit or miss. It's just been different. I feel like the pros and cons have kind of been battling to the death there. Let's assume he meant something wholesome, like it making it easier to use the bathroom. Sorry, what are we talking about? I distinctly remember, you know, playing in the stress test around that time. And I had a really good time for the most part until Dondi, you know, fucking started a fight with me out of nowhere. That was weird. I mean, I get why, but still. Oh yeah, and the no KOS thing. That was also kind of weird, but overall the stress test was a lot of fun. Life took a weird, irreversible turn. Yeah. Funny you're making a speech about COVID? Oh, interesting. I mean, yeah, COVID kind of flipped my life on its head, but I mean, ultimately, I don't think it's turned out all bad. I lost a few friends along the way, but I mean, you know, I got the aisle, so it all balances out, yeah. Yeah, personal note that really impacted me. What's the secondary? Oh yeah, it's the piss raptor. Ooh, their pattern's pretty good. I like the green. COVID ended high school early for me, just as I was starting to actually socialize. For me, it hit right as I was about to graduate middle school. Like right as I was in the middle of that. And dude, I was fucking rocking in middle school, like straight A's. You know, I was years ahead of the grade. I was taking like senior courses on like math, science, and you know, ELA. And then you know, the pandemic hit, and then suddenly, you know, shit got pretty rough really, really quickly, and I suddenly couldn't see all my friends anymore, and it became hard to connect with them after the school year ended, which sucked because my graduating class, like in middle school, was only around like 45 people. Like it was, no, it was like 50 people. It was really small. So I knew pretty much everyone really personally, and I lost contact with most of them because of the pandemic, because they deleted our emails like a few weeks in advance. So I didn't get the chance to reach out and collect everyone's contact info. And then I managed to get into a prep school thanks to my insane grades. And that ended up being certainly for the worse. That prep school was genuinely awful. Like it was horrid. But I didn't really know at the time because it was still in like the first year of the pandemic. So when starting new school, I was just like, well, I mean, I guess this is just because of the pandemic. Once the pandemic clears out, it'll be fine. Except it kind of didn't. Like, first year I was really struggling to stay on top of the insane amount of coursework. I was used to my previous school where I was able to just, research, take the test, and then take multiple tests to earn the credit. And I could just like breeze through entire courses, and I really like locked in on studying. And I was like, I think like ranked second in my entire class. Fucking Jacoby, he beat my ass in math, and then that made the difference, I suppose. But yeah, no, then second year that prep school, I still was having a lot of trouble socializing, which is weird because like before that point I never had any problems with it before. But because we were just like not allowed to talk to each other and not allowed to make any like great connections or anything like that, my life got kind of weird. And then I got like really political, like super fucking political for like 2 years straight. And that was just a terrible, terrible combination that did not work out. It wasn't until I was partway through my senior year, like I was like 3 or 4 months in, and I was like skipping classes. I was just like avoiding doing as much work as I could, and I was, really not obviously at the time I didn't know this, but I was just going through it, and I was not in a great headspace. And then my counselor just randomly mentioned, hey, when you like started going here, you already had like all of the credits you needed to graduate, minus like 3 electives. I was like, you mean I could have graduated 3 years early, and no one told me until right now? And yeah, so I pretty much like a week from that day, I was already out of the school and taking my elective classes, and then like 2 days later, I'd graduated. So I got out of that out of there pretty quickly. The only thing that was really good about that school was they were a college like hybrid. Like we were studying on a college campus with college students as high schoolers. And in those college classes, I took a few programming and game development and game design courses, and that combined with me really rekindling my interest in the Isle, especially around 2021. End of 2020, early 2021, when Update 2 released and Update 3 was in development, is when I like hit peak Isle obsession. Like, I mean like obsession, not even not even just like being a fan or being fascinated, but like I was obsessed. And I took a few game design courses around that time, and that really sparked my interest and broadened my horizons with game design beyond just like the few games that I had played up until that point. And then that obviously started down a long path that has ended right here. But yeah, fortunately, I was still able to hold on to a few close IRL friends around that time, and I still meet up with them almost like every other day. So, like, 2 of them have moved to other states. One of them's in Montana, the other one's in Texas. One of them cut off contact with most of us like 2 years ago, but that sucked. But I still hang out with the ones that I can, and overall, I think it's kind of turned out all right. But yeah, sorry, I was rambling there for a second. Let me catch up on chat. Yeah, it's not entirely bad. The isolation is definitely there, though. I miss back when I was very immature, mainly because I was being so oblivious. So much was kind of nice, but on top of being more social. I miss the circus that was high school and the clowns that I had for classmates. Same. I just wish I could have socialized with them more. I just wasn't really allowed to. Isolation to COVID led me into a bit of a bad person and turned others against me. Ugh. Yeah, same a little bit. I think COVID happened too early in our lives because we weren't old enough to take advantage of it. True. COVID hit me back in year 4. That was something. Oh yeah, you're like way younger than us, right, Frollo? Sorry, wait, that sounded bad. No. So is Orion doing V3 or Thenial? Yes, both. They're working on both. I still talk to my first friend who I ever met when I was like 5. We've been friends for over 20 years now. Holy shit. I mean, I consider my friendship pretty long running, because I met my friend Achu and Jace, not their real names obviously, back when I was, it had to have been like 12. Like, I met him right when I switched schools, because I was a fucking problem child at the first 2 schools that I went to. And then the 3rd school I went to is where I ended up sticking throughout middle school. That was where I met the boys. Yeah, my story of COVID's not a pretty one. I got my best friend of 6 years, though. Hey, that's something. I have no best friends. Frollo, we're besties. You don't say that. We're besties. I'm still friends with my friend from 3rd grade. God damn. That's awesome, though. I'm kind of glad that I'm not friends with my friend group from, like, 6th grade. Because they kind of weren't the best. No IRL ones. Who needs IRL friends? We're besties. We're bros. Come on. Yeah, I like this skin. The green and the darker tones, without being like super desaturated on the bottom, is very nice. 6? Wow, they added some more ones. That's a default for it? Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, how about pattern 3? That's a default, secondary, 3rd, pattern 4. Oh yeah, it's this one. I like this skin, but again, it starts the pattern of being like really low resolution and blobby. COVID threw instantly into a horrible economy and AI dystopian future right after. What are you talking about? This is the best time to be alive. Have you seen the state the Isle is in? Never was really good with IRL friends. Oh, that's unfortunate. I miss my street kid days. I think everyone does. I don't think anyone really, looks back on being like an 8-year-old and be like, oh god, that was terrible. I mean, I guess like, obviously some people, but in general, if you had like a decent enough childhood, I think everyone to a certain extent craves that, even if your lives were objectively worse back then. COVID hit when I was starting secondary school? That's like middle school for us, right? I did with when I was like 11 to 14. Hated those years. Okay, to be fair, I know I'm a bit abnormal when it comes to my experiences in middle school, like from like age 11 to 15. Or like 16 even, because we have middle school a little bit longer here in Utah. Mainly just because, like, again, I was fucking rocking, and I think our class size was small enough, and we got really lucky with only like 1 or 2 oddball students, that like everyone was really good friends with each other. So like no one was really doing like the standard middle school bullshit. Everyone was pretty chill. I built so much leg muscle between the ages of 10 to 14 riding my bike that I still have huge muscular legs. I mean, I did cross country. Like I took it really seriously up until I switched to high school, because they didn't have a track team or any sports team at all. So I pretty much immediately went from like extremely fit to let's just say not over the course of like a year and a half. I used to catch frogs, snakes, insects as a child while always outside and exploring everything and enjoying nature. Good old days of getting back home when the streetlights turned on. Oh, dude. That's pretty true and real. I didn't have the best, you know, friendships with, like, the neighborhood kids around me. But that's just because I was, like, a little shit. And so I naturally gravitated towards the other little shits. Yeah, we weren't great, but, you know, I do remember having a lot of fun. Outside of said friend I mentioned before, I was completely alone all throughout primary school, and it was quite sad. Oh, that sucks. In Australia, you don't really play with nature. You stay away from it. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, out here in Utah, it's more that, where we're at, there kind of isn't any nature. Like, you got the Salt Lake and the marsh, and that's obviously fucking no man's land. Don't go anywhere near that. Then you have a bunch of really dry, dead fields. Not really any trees. You got the mountains over there. I do like the mountains. But, yeah, the closer you get to the mountains, the more dense the, you know, houses become, and then, well, suddenly you're just surrounded by suburbs, so. I'm still friends with my neighborhood friend group. Oh. I moved neighborhoods twice, so I wasn't really able to, you know, lock into any particular friend group other than, like I said, that one group. But again, throughout middle school, I didn't really feel the need to, because again, I was just really rocking with my class there. Yeah, you just gotta ease into the uncomfortable areas in life. It's true. I do think I am fortunate enough to say that I've made some, like, really good online friends as well. Like, I mean, like, I even met Clay IRL, and then that was a trip. That was fun. I would love to meet up with Player IRL, because I've known him for, like, going on 6 years at this point. 5 years, no, roughly 5 years. Because we started hanging out like the end of 2021, early 2022, I think. Like, it's been a while. Bird, known since the start of the first stress test. Same with Isaac. Love to meet up with them someday. I've known Smeasel for quite a while. I don't know if we're, like, really the bestest of friends, but I would be down to hang out with him at one point. Same with Mauser. Mauser's chill. If I ever meet with my online friends, everyone will tower over me. It's just going to be really awkward. Dude, I felt so fucking weird when I met Clay, because he's like 6'4". Like, he's fucking huge. But he's not like super bulky or anything. He just loomed over me. I'm not like short. I think I'm like 5'10", 5'9", 5'10", around there. So I'm like average, but man. Yeah, how tall are you, Lunatic? Curious now. Ooh, this is the good skin. Sick. Okay, this one's a bit iffy. It's better than the other one for sure, but 5'7" and like 190 pounds. Oof. I probably wouldn't loom over you, but I used to be a stick. Build now. I'm putting on weight, and you're 6'5"? Fuck! What is it with all of you freaks of nature being so big? Why is it like online friends that I talk to are always like, oh yeah, no, I'm like 6'1". Like, you can't just say that normally. That's well above the average height. I'm built like a small tank. Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jack. Why you people are all freaks of nature. I felt that way when I was working at my my old job too. Like everyone was so tall, which is like so weird because I'm used to being like fucking eye level with everyone. It was really weird. Be cool to all hang out someday. Maybe get dinner and have fun. Perhaps. I'd be down to hang out with people. 6'5", 200 pounds. Extremely dense for some reason. I used to be 126 pounds at the same height, and then since then I only became bulkier. I thought it got worse at floating. Like I'm 6'2", I thought I'd be one of the tallest or something. Damn. Humans are becoming taller with each generation. Oh yeah, isn't that like a trend over like a long time? You just sink. We just throw you in a pool and you just sink like a rock. Straight to the bottom. I don't hate this skin. It's just kind of different. I feel like if this had a good secondary color, it'd be really good. The gradient, I feel like they're still figuring out how to do gradients. It's, like I said, it's not a bad skin. It's just, needs some work, you know? It's because of improved living conditions. Oh, neat. Last year at the same height, I was 155, very skinny. I think right now I'm like 180? I don't know. I lost a lot of weight. I'm like 5'10", 180. No, I'm definitely a bit lighter than that now. Because I last weighed myself at like the beginning of the year. And I keep thinking that that's like 2 months ago. But no, that was fucking ages ago. I've definitely lost a lot more weight since then. Much healthier weight now? Yeah. Oh no, yeah, same. I got into a really, really unhealthy groove while I was working full-time. Because I had a lot of disposable income to spend on as much food as I want. I talked about this on a previous stream, but no, I had enough money spent on food, or like eating out, that I could have bought like a 50/90 without too much trouble. If I had saved that. Y'all think you're sticks, but I'm like 5'10", 120. Oh, God. Okay with my buddy. It's very durable. I've been... You... Lunatic! You can't say that. You've been hit by cars multiple times? What do you mean? What? Does this mean I at least weigh the most? I'm around 215. Interesting. Food wasn't my issue. I ate consistently. I guess I just have a worse metabolism then. But no, unfortunately, my company also had unlimited free soda, which, you know, that was a recipe for disaster. Just going in, like, I feel like I should have known that that wasn't going to pan out. I am casually dropping durability feeds. Lunatic, what the fuck? Alright, whatever, let's Serrato, go! I like how Serrato doesn't look overly desaturated and bright now. That's good. What's the second pattern? Okay, that's a pretty cool skin. As much as I want to say it's because of work, because I work out, I don't. Do not test your mortality too much. I'm imagining a semi hits lunatic and it just flips over and explodes like a Transformers movie. I've been thrown before by like a person, like picked up and thrown. Like what do you mean? What do you mean by that? You can't just say, yeah, no, I've been thrown. Kinda. Bruh. Okay, ear blast. Oh, yeah, Ostro skins. Ostro, he's gonna need some work. He's gonna... Yeah. It's okay, it's a misunderstanding. We were chill after... What? What series of events has to happen for someone to just pick you up and throw you? I feel like that's gotta be a new one. Oh, hello, cat. Hello, Faith. Oh, you need a brushing. You're so old. Aw. Reminds me of when I was in like 4th grade and a 3rd grade kid annoyed me, so I picked him up and threw him. You were 6'2" at a time? You remind me of a friend I have named John. He's like a fucking behemoth. He's massive. Sounds weird with those tail feathers. Hello, Ostroraptor. Kind of wish he like threw his arms out a little bit more often, and like these like fluffed up in that direction. Same with his eyebrows. Hit 6'1" in 2nd grade. I don't think that doesn't sound like physically possible. It was when I was in 10th grade for the 2nd time? I see. Hello. Oh, hello, kitty. Ow, claws. Ow, claws. He's 5'6" at 4 years. I feel like you're gonna, like, explode when you hit 30. Like in, like, a burst of confetti. Like, I don't think... It's not like a normal human thing to happen. Probably gonna check out here. Yeah, I'm really gonna call stream after I look at some more, some of the skins. I think when I fractured my leg and wrist back in middle school, my body decided to overcompensate. Okay. Meanwhile, I get hit by, I get in like a car accident. And the worst I had, and like I get like really bad shoulder, like a really bad pinched nerve in my shoulder, and then it's just like constant pain for the next like year. More like 4 months, but I still like feel echoes of it every once in a while. Mainly whenever I'm in the car. It's hilarious seeing my 4-year-old height was more than my 7-year-old brother. Oh, God. I would be scared of that. Oh, you just want to hang out with me right now, don't you? I'll play with you after. Okay. Bro took all the hype for himself. The greed. Biblical levels of greed right there. Oh, that skin actually looks pretty nice. Yeah, I don't hate that. It looks kind of like mud. It's pretty cool. Now, the best skin, though. Oh, man. God, you just can't beat this skin. I wonder what kind of monster I would be if I wasn't this compact. Yeah, you're blessed. What next? What next? What next? I don't think this guy got many skin changes, if any. Because he looks pretty much the same. Oh. The thing is, my height just kind of appeared in your generation. Like, imagine someone with this durability, but he was like 6 feet tall. Just the fucking Hulk. Oh, she's trying to get my attention. And I'll be honest with you, it's working. I like how you can zoom out so far that you start to see LOD1, or sorry, LOD2, I think. I don't know, man, I'm stupid. Whatever, an LOD for this baby. Barry this week. I mean, if you can keep dreaming. I was always known as the tall one in school, understandably, when I was like 6 feet taller than all the teachers in 2nd grade. Or in 2nd grade, yeah. Nah, my friend John was just like that. It's a shame we had like a falling out. I feel like we'd be good friends now, but again, aforementioned, I was in my weird political phase and not a happy person. So I kind of burned that bridge. I don't blame him for breaking that up. Ooh, that's a good skin. Or, like, good colors. I mean, I kind of wish that they would change the, you know, hands to be a fair bit darker, but, you know, honestly, it's not bad. Let's see, pattern 2. Pretty neat. Pattern 3 looks pretty good with these colors. Yeah, no, I really like pattern 3. It's pretty sick. Alright, let's see if the server's back up. Nope, I'm gonna send this over. Imagine entering the classroom for the first time and your 2nd grade classmates think you're the teacher. Never felt that crazy tall, though, since my friend is 6'4". Oh, God. I made a replay? When did I do that? Okay, girl, you got claws. Calm down. I wonder if this will even work. Nope. I don't have console commands either. Oh well. Sigh, alas. Oh, jump scare. Much better. Are they feeding you guys? Yeah. Guess I could like hop onto another game, but it's kind of past midnight now, so might be a good idea to like turn on a show and then go to bed. Actually, wait, speaking of like watching a show or like watching a movie, do you guys feel like when you like watch a movie or like watch a show now, it feels like you're being productive? Like this, I know that sounds weird, but like it kind of feels like you're not just like, you know, like doom scrolling or like spamming like 500 YouTube videos. Like you're like actually sitting down and like watching a movie and you're like, wow, I'm actually like doing something right now. Like, am I the only one who like feels that? Because like, I don't know. It felt really weird earlier when I was watching an episode of a show that I've been watching for a while. And I'm like, wow, I'm like doing something right now. Like I felt productive. People this gen in Australia feel at least 6 foot. Good God. Hecker, I'm never trying to be productive, so no, I just feel entertainment. That's not like healthy. But then again, you are also watching a potentially hacker live stream, so honestly, it doesn't not make sense. I watched Toy Story and felt like, oh, I'm keeping up with something. Fourth one, I think. Gosh. I got the feeling when I was watching Project Hail Mary again. Like you're actually like doing something right now. I got that feeling when I went to go see Odyssey and Brand New Day. Like I was actually like, you know, I'm like doing something, man. I've only seen Odyssey once. I want to see it again, but my friend has seen it 3 times. We were gonna watch it together again for like the 3rd time he was gonna watch it, but unfortunately, I literally completely forgot to respond to the message that he sent me about like whether I wanted to go or not. So he just went without me. It's like science and stuff, man. I think it's just because we've been like fucking brain rotted into like I feel like I'm like actually doing something when I like kick back on my bed and I'm on my Switch 2 because I feel like I'm not on my phone. And I'm not even someone who I don't even have TikTok installed. I don't even like use YouTube Shorts. I downloaded Revanced and I blocked YouTube Shorts. But like I still felt like I was like being productive when I was just like playing a game. Like fucking wasting time. I felt like I was being productive. It was fucking weird, man. Last movie I watched was Jurassic World Dominion. That's great, man. That's awesome. I'm glad. I hope you enjoyed it. That was great. That's awesome. I think the only thing I felt close to feeling is when I watched Oppenheimer years ago. Interesting. Doing something. Yeah, right. Strangely enough, I didn't really feel all that productive when I was working on these silhouettes. I just felt like I was kind of stalling, almost. And to be fair, I mean, I guess I kind of was. I was doing it for fun, and I think that's why it felt like a bit of a time waster. Like I wasn't really you know, making progress on the actual like design document or anything like that. And right now, I still haven't quite finished the template yet. I got a few ideas that I'm working on, and I have a sketch on my phone, 2 of them actually, and I made 4 in GIMP, and yeah, they all look kind of bad, so I'm gonna have to try and remake it. I'm also trying to see if I can figure out how to do like the ink bleeding effect that I managed a while ago. Let me see if I can like pull up a screenshot real quick. Because I for sure should have like a image of that saved on here somewhere. No, that was a while ago. Oh, it's gotta be in here. It's gotta be. That's when Clay was working on the bristle wing. That's a while ago. It's a bit after this point, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. It's gotta be like a little bit further down. Is this one? Oh. Oh. That ain't it. Come on. Where the fuck is the document? It's gotta be in here somewhere. Okay, that's the script I was writing. I think it's after here. So I should have, okay, that's when I made the Torvosaurus. It's around here. Nope, before this point. Hold on. I'm in my fucking screenshot folder again. As you can imagine, it's quite large. Ah, there we go. I feel like I really convincingly got the like paper effect, like printed effect here. And I completely forgot how to do this. I was really proud of it too. Alright, I'm out by everyone. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna end stream here in a sec too. You're as durable as a small building. Very detest. Alright, yeah. Yeah, no, I want the whole design document to feel kind of like this. Like printed. Dude, I might still have this. I gotta have it saved somewhere, because, like, it's... I can't have just, like, lost it, you know? I even did, like, fucking marker and shit down here. And that was back when I was using this old map, and it... God, I kind of cringed when I was thinking about it, because, like, this is not a good map, what I was working on at the time. I'm glad I went a different direction. Okay. Okay. It might be in my files, actually. Hold on. Okay, at this point, I'm thoroughly in on trying to find the... I might have just found it immediately. Come on. Open. Holy shit. Okay, how did I do this? How did I... Okay, here's the paper. It's like... But, like, it's not doing the ink bleed effect that I had on Photoshop. I ported this over, and it doesn't look bad, but... I gotta have a better version than this. Okay, this is, like, all the effects for it. Yeah. What did I do? Multiply, lighten only, normal. Okay. What the fuck did I do here? Okay, I can just get rid of that layer. I can get rid of that layer too. And that one. And that one. Oh, I had a lot of useless layers. My file formatting is really shit here. Okay, there's the effect I used. But I did that in Photoshop. Fuck. And it's not it didn't even load here. Like, normally you would expect to see some ink bleed. Like, the edges of this, of the black to be not, like, quite perfect. Like, having it be, like, slightly wavy, you know? Or, like, you know, seeping into the cracks. Okay, this is better than nothing. Like, I'll be honest, this is better than nothing. But I swear to God I had it better than this. I had a much better version. It's not bad. It's not bad. I can make a new version of this. And like that could work as a template, like looking like imagine reading through a whole PDF explaining like all the game's mechanics and everything like that in this general like feel and format. Obviously with our own like iconography and everything like that, because this is yeah. This is for Torvosaurus, which is not yeah. Which is not a creature in the Isle, as you can probably gather. I was on a pretty big silhouette kick back then, too. I made a ton of silhouettes for all these. Ooh, these stats are bad. Organ preference, liver. Oh yeah, that's when I remember now. That was when I first came up with the idea of doing the... No, actually it was before this. This was just an offshoot, because this was, fuck, when was this? This was back in... Oh, Jesus Christ. As, the end of 2023. Whew, fuck. Goodness gracious. So I made this one November 17th, 2023. Huh. Definitely a while ago. Definitely. Yep. Has not aged great, but yeah, a little bit before that, when I was working on like when I was working on my nutrient system rework, someone was like, "Hey, what about organs?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'd probably just like turn them off." And then they're like, "Hey, what if you like try to actually, you know, work with the concept instead of just like removing a perfectly good thing?" And I'm like, "Huh." And then I fleshed out that to fit with the nutrient system, and it ended up working out. Okay. I am like starting to lose brain power, so I'm gonna go to bed, and I will see you all, fine, decent enough people, much later. I'm surprised how many people turned up for the stream today, because or both streams actually. First stream I got up to around like 13 viewers, and this time I got up to 17 when I was actually, you know, fucking playing on V3. Pretty crazy. Like these impromptu streams have been doing better than I thought they would. Like it kind of feels weird, to be honest. I know it's like mostly you regulars, but yeah. All right, okay. On that note, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Good night.